All right, Financial Lit. We have created an amortization schedule for a 30-year loan. Now we're going to deal with that second page. So we want to do this assignment. It's called Compare Auto Loans. So you've already clicked on this because you're probably watching this video right here. And we are going to be talking about it. Molly is celebrating her amazing new career and she's upgrading to a shiny new Volkswagen Jetta. So this is the vehicle. We are going to be comparing these two loans. There will be another loan that we will be comparing. So what we'll be doing is just thinking. Okay, so the first thing is we're going to be looking at this 0%, but first we need to set up our schedule. So we should have this. So what I want you to do, yours is going to be blank. I would like you to go from here to about here. And I'd just like you to do Control C. Okay, so go ahead and hit pause and do that. Control C, I'd like you to click on the sheet right here. And I think that this one says, here, let me find the, like this. You're going to click on Other Loans. And you're going to click on A1 and do Control V. And then everything should update. So because you probably copied all the way across, you're going to want to change. This should say D1 should say cost of the item. We're going to be doing an auto loan, but it's not a house. E1 needs to say cash allowance. Okay, so make sure all of those say that. Go ahead and hit pause and make sure that everything matches in the white. This should still be here. If not, make sure that this is there. All right, so go ahead and hit pause. Okay, so now that we have that, what I would like you to do is we are going to, so the blue, so make sure that B3, go up to the bucket and then pick this color right here, it's cyan. So make sure all these boxes are blue because those are the ones that you're going to fill in. Now, just to make sure, it should say this. If you click on B1, I would like you to make sure that this is what you have in B1. Because what that's going to say is that we're going to take the cost of the item, we're going to subtract any down payment that we put in, and we're going to subtract any cash allowance. So a cash allowance for vehicles, dealerships use those as like a bonus. Cash allowance is like a discount. It's designed to boost the vehicle sales and move merchandise off the lot. They're also known as rebates. They're basically a promotional incentive to get you to save money so that you'll buy the vehicle. Most of the time, people with really good credit scores they'll be offered this, or people who get a cash bonus or a cash allowance if they're renting, things like that. So if you lease a car. So that, if you were wondering what a cash allowance is, that's what it is. All right, so we want that the principal is going to be whatever the cost of the car is, the MSRP, minus the down payment, minus the cash allowance. All right, so something that happens in this assignment, we need to make sure that this still says this. So we should have the total amount paid. So that's what this box is, minus the original principal, minus the down payment. That'll be the interest paid. And then the total amount paid is going to be the monthly payment times the length of the loan, however many, and then times 12. So if it's a 3-year loan, you're going to times that by 12, so 36 months, right? Plus our down payment. So that's going to be the total cost of the total amount paid. So make sure those say those things. Question talks about a 0% interest. So what we need to do first off, it says that we are going to get $1,500 in a cash allowance and we're going to put $2,500 down. So that's the cost of the car, $2,500. There is the $1,500 cash allowance, and then that's how much she'll need to finance. That's what her loan amount is. But if we put the next question is, what is the monthly payment? So what is Molly's monthly payment? If we put in 0% here, we get a bunch of errors, and that means that we're dividing by 0 and we can't do that. So We do not want to divide by 0. So what we need to do is look over here. So I have monthly payment. Yours doesn't have anything in it, but mine does. What you want to do is type in this formula. So we are going to take the original principal, because you already paid this down, and we're going to divide it by the length of the loan. Pause and have that formula in there. Then what we want in here, the total amount paid is going to be this monthly payment times the length of the loan. And then that's how much she'll totally pay. Oh, whoops, I forgot something. So you guys are getting this live. Plus her down payment. Okay, and so that's how much she totally paid for the car. This amount is different than the amount of the cost of the car. Well, that's because it takes into consideration the $1,500 discount that she got on that car. So that makes total sense. So another way you could have thought about this is the total of the car minus the $1,500. That also would have given you the total amount paid. But this right here only works with 0% interest. Otherwise, you're going to want to be looking over here for everything else. So if we look at the next question, we'll get back on that. We have a 1.9% because she's saying that car payment, $578, because we want to round to the nearest whole dollar, that's too high. So make sure that you are rounding everything to the nearest whole dollar. So round up if it's 5 and up and the 50 cents or higher, anything less than 50 cents round down. So she is going to do this. They're still going to offer her, but the cash allowance now is $500. The loan interest rate is 1.9, but the length of the loan is a lot longer. It is, if I look, oh, I got to look back up here. Loan for 1.9 APR is 84 months. So that's 7 years. So if we go back down here, 7 years, we would need to type this number now needs to be 7, and we hit enter. Okay, and then that's where we look to see this is her monthly payment, this is what this is the total interest, this is the total amount she'll pay for that car. All right, so now we have all of that. That should get you through the assignment. You'll need to answer some questions. Of course, I'm here to answer any questions, but that should work for you. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, have a great day, and I hope you finish this and see how amortization works.